What's up guys, Chasing Lanely here with episode number 77 of Welcome to Wroxham. We've got a big local derby today. We're playing Norwich in the third round of the FA Cup at Carrow Road. It's going to be a big money spinner, a short travel and hopefully some success, although they are in the Premier League. We'll see. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. I'll see you on the other side of the intro. So before we get into today's big action then, let's catch up on what you've missed because it's been an action-packed December since the Newport win. We played Harrogate and won 3-0, goals from Daniel Ramirez with a brace and Jordan Carrillo. Daniel Ramirez, Finn Burns and Micah Hamilton scored in a 3-2 win over Barrow. We then got a 6-0 win away at Sutton United. Ronnie Stutter finding the net 5 times and then had done it getting on the score sheet. Daniel Ramirez scoring our only goal in the next game. A 1-1 draw with Boreham Wood. We then beat Shrewsbury 2-0 with goals from Nathan Young-Coombs and Daniel Ramirez. We beat Bradford 4-0 with a hat-trick from Daniel Ramirez and Ronnie Stutter getting on the score sheet. Followed by a 4-2 win over Solihull Moors with Micah Hamilton scoring twice, Daniel Ramirez and Jordan Carrillo rounding up the score sheet. We then got a 3-0 win over Barnet, goals from Burns, Young-Coombs and Rafael Diaz. Followed by a 2-0 win away at Doncaster with Stutter and Rogerinho scoring for us, which just kind of shows how good a run of form we have been on since the last episode. And to cap that all off, the league table, we sit 18 points clear. Okay, we've played one more game than Bradford, but even if you say realistically 15 points clear, 18 points clear looks pretty tidy. Looks pretty tidy, like we may have got a job done, don't you think? Anyway, guys, I think without any further ado, we should go forth and let's play some football and see if we can get a result against our local rivals, Norwich, in the FA Cup third round. So today's starting lineup then is going to be Straker in goal, Fabio at right back, Thompson and Westwood at centre half, and Killiklaasland Killiklaasland, I'm going to get his name wrong, Settin at left back. Now I've done it at defensive midfielder behind Ryan Green and Rafa Diaz, Stutter and Hamilton on the wings, Ramirez up top, the bench, Boney, White, Burns, McGinnell, Tygo Land, Chimesi, Rogerinho, Jaden Williams, possibly playing his last game for the club by the way. He's currently under a bid from Swindon Town and Northampton, and Jordan Carrillo to make up the numbers. Let's submit that, let's see what we can do. I think we can maybe sneak a win. Norwich currently sits 17th in the Premier League. So you'd have to think we have a fairly good chance of producing some magic today. Right, so we're in the dressing room then. We're going to say the media are giving you a lot of credit lately. Go put out a worthy display, and everyone seems okay with that. Rafa Diaz is looking as aggressive as we expect him to. Always looks a little bit aggressive, does Rafa Diaz, but that'll be absolutely fine. Right, in terms of match preview, the team for Norwich, little bit disgraceful. We've got Milinkovic-Savic in goal, Harwood, Bellis, and Omo Davidelli at the back, Ludwig Blah and Kelvin Abrefa. I know nothing like some of these guys as well. Nunez, he must have been at Norwich for ages. He must have been at Norwich for absolutely ages at this point. He has. Marcelino Nunez has made 262 league appearances for Norwich. Probably a bit of a legend there at this point. And they have a regen striker as well up top. That could always be interesting because sometimes they're stupid good, and Vivian Hampton might be that guy. He's had a career that's taken to score 21 goals in League One for Peterborough, 3 and 15 for Oxford, but yeah, I've got a feeling this guy, they're paying him 55k a week and he's worth 45 million. He's had 12 goals in 22 in the Premier League and they're 17th. I think he's probably a bit tasty. Anyway, let's go see if we can do something to them. Shall we see if we can get a win? That would be quite a good way to assert Norfolk dominance. So let's get that done. Free kick early on, Nunez taking it for Norwich into the box, headed away by Westwood as far as Salts. And we need to get some defending done. I don't know why it's moving so slowly today. That's always a fun thing for us to cope with. Berger with a shot from range, doesn't go anywhere. Abosse gets a chance. Nunez, what can he do back to Abosse? Berger gives it away to Green. Green to Nunez. Nunez for Hampton. And Hampton gets the goal. And I promise you I will sort out that sound in just that speed in just a second. But I don't know what's that's gone to VAR. Can we get it disallowed by VAR? We can get it disallowed by VAR. Let's have a little look, see what's happening there, and then I will sort out what I can do in the background to speed things up. He was offside, absolutely no doubt, and we'll take that all day long. Not gonna lie, guys, it's a bit of a boring game so far. We're nearly at the half-hour mark. They're playing 7 at the back against a team from 3 divisions below them. We've had 56% of the possession, and there's only been 4 shots so far. So, I don't know if we're going to see any more highlights. I just thought I'd fill in some time in case this ends up being a 3-minute episode. But, yeah, it's safe to say Fabio's not really shown it as a worldie today. Nunez to Berger. I thought I'd sorted out the speed a little bit. I haven't, apparently. Bear with it. Salt to Norton Cuffy. Has a shot. Straker gets his hands to it. Fabio gets rid of it. And we are all good. We've survived yet another onslaught. Apparently we've had a shot on target or a shot on goal somewhere. Thompson picks up the ball from Straker from the goal kick to Westwood. Can we get a goal here and really just open the game up a little bit? Setting over the top, looking for Hamilton. Can't quite find him. Diaz, plenty of time. Finds Setting. Setting going on a run now. Can Setting kill a Castellan, get himself something? A Brafer wins the ball back. Blast all the way back to Fania in goal for the mighty, mighty Norwich. I say mighty Norwich, we're going to beat them, but it's fine. I say we're going to beat them. I'm being cocky because we've held them to a draw so far. But Rafa Diaz picks up a loose ball. Hamilton to Setting to Diaz. Diaz turns, his man has a pop from range and just puts it wide. And Rafa Diaz very, very close to getting himself a place in football history a little bit. Norton Cuffy gets a throw. Now the game has come alive a touch. Salts with a cross headed away, or not headed away by Nunez, goes for a bicycle kick and somehow looking pretty good. Straker now, free kick to Westwood. So a goal kick even to Westwood. Westwood finds Thompson. If we can start building our rhythm, we should be okay here. Green looking for Stutter, who gets tackled, but Fabio picks up the loose ball. Done it to Green. Green going across to Diaz, looking for Ramirez, doesn't find him. Howard Bellis picks up the ball to Berger. Berger to Bosse, to Solz, to Bosse again, and it goes to Norton Cuffy. Ball goes forward. Westwood wins it back. Can we get this back in the air here? Hamilton can't win it. Hampton picks up the ball, turns, and that's a hell of a finish. That is fair play, boys. Fair play for that finish. No need to go celebrating in front of our fans. That's kind of a dick move. But, I mean, you try and you celebrate in front of our fans like you've done something special, like you're going to wind us up or something. But also, to be fair, you're 3 divisions ahead of us. And it's taken you 40 minutes nearly to get a goal. Don't get too cocky. Meanwhile, I'm looking at Fabio thinking, should I send in Mario Boni for the second half? And see if we can get a bit of benefit from his abilities, because he has been quite useful off the bench so far this season. It does occur to me that might be a plan. So it's half time then here at Carrow Road. I don't think we've looked too bad. I mean, admittedly we've got a few players not necessarily having the game of their lives, but we'll try and fire them back up. We've been unlucky. Funny things can happen when rivals meet. Good stuff. Well, let's do more things with this. Let's go with you're not that bad, I believe in you, blah, 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 blah. Believing you can still improve is all good. Daniel Ramirez, I feel like I want to do keep going, you've got the ability to make a difference today. Good stuff. Right, second half back to the end of the way. Can we get ourselves back on terms? Corner for Norwich, and I'm just thinking about making some changes. Headed away by Westwood. Blas here, out to Nunez. Nunez with a cross. Can we get something from this? Scholz rattles the crossbar apparently, and Hamilton picks up the loose ball. And I think it's going to be time to introduce some heroes. Some heroes for the second half. So I've made 4 changes then. I've sent on Mario Boni at right back, Austin Chimesi in midfield, Rodrigo at right wing, and of course Jaden Williams on up top. This could be the last time he ever pulls on a Wroxham shirt, and it'd be nice if he could go away a little bit of a hero. I'm not going to lie, even if he'd get us a replay at our place, he'd be a massive hero for all time for the Wroxham fans. And I feel like this is the kind of game for him to step up and shine in. So I'm going to give him a chance, see what we can do. I've still got that one sub in my back pocket should I need it. Probably going to be Ryan Westwood coming off because he's just decided he doesn't want to perform today. Let's yell some encouragement and see if we can get the boys to really show up and get something done here. Right, throwing from set in to done it, turns his man, finds Hamilton in the box. Can he make a nuisance of himself? Not when he's shooting it off defender's legs. It's just not going to happen. I've sent on Finn Burns at centre-half as well because I wasn't overly impressed with Ryan Westwood's efforts today. So we're just going to have to hope for the best here. I don't feel like we have embarrassed ourselves. I feel like we can get ourselves on the score sheet and equalise. It may be a late equaliser, but I just don't have the feeling we're out of this game yet. As Vanya picks up a goal kick to Ballard. Ballard to Harwood Bellis, back to Vanya again in the Norwich goal, to Ballard again. Ballard forward looking for Ebose. Ebose forward looking for Saltz, and it finds Butterworth. Berger to Rodon. Back to Berger to Ballard. They're doing a lot of nice tippy-tappy football, but has it got an end product? That's the big question. Ebose on the ball now, and tackle attempted. Hampton gets her at the back post, and that's probably all she wrote, but at least we tried, right? At least we put an effort in. Yes, first blood in the Norfolk derby goes to Norwich, but I have a feeling we'll be seeing them again fairly soon. They're probably going to drop out the Premier League, and we're going to be heading up into League One. So one division apart, it's not impossible that we could find ourselves facing each other sooner rather than later. It's a shame that Jaden Williams hasn't stepped up and got that hero goal I thought he might get. But such is life. Let's just try firing up the boys a little bit. I'm not going to berate them because, yes, they're 2-0 down, but they're 2-0 down to a Premier League side. I feel like that's expected. It took longer than I thought it would. And frankly, if they hadn't come out super defensive, it would have been 7 or 8. They've kind of made us look good by not trying, which sounds counterproductive, even when I say it out loud. But we're doing okay. We've not embarrassed ourselves. We've looked pretty good at times. We were the better side for a little while. It's everything you expect as injury time begins, and hopefully we'll get ourselves to a lovely cash bonus from this, because there's £25,000 full house at Carrow Road, and that should be the final whistle just about to go. There we are, a 2-0 loss to Norwich City for the mighty Wroxham. But I don't think we've embarrassed ourselves. I think we've given a good account of ourselves, and I'm going to have a little check in a second to see what's happened when the check clears. Williams out there, you gave it your best. Good stuff, lads. Hopefully this doesn't lead to a big dip in form for us. I don't think it will do. I think we'll survive it in terms of morale. So we'll see what we're coming back in next episode. We'll also have a quick check before that on where we're at financially now. So the check is clear. We've made £400,000 in gate receipts, which means we're now projected to make a profit this season. What a rare result for us. We're actually going to be in the black at the end of the season. Crazy stuff. Crazy times. We may actually have some money in League One. Who knows? Right, we have a look at the schedule just to see where we're coming back. I think we need to kind of get a march on. Just have a look at the back end of the season. I really want to do the Swindon game. It's probably going to be a bit of a dead rubber for us. So I think what we'll do is I want to get 3 episodes out of this for reasons, so bear with me while I math. We've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 games left. Let's go every 6, why not? We'll come back for the Northampton game. We'll have sold them Jaden Williams by then probably, so that helps. We'll come back for the Northampton game at the beginning of February. There are reasons I'm doing this, to try and bridge a gap. I'll explain at some stage. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I shall see you all very soon. I have as always, let's do the intro thing, have as always been chasing lamely. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, share it with your friends, leave the comments down below. It really helps out the channel. And until next time, thanks for watching. I have been chasing lamely, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.